Welcome to Nicholas 11x12. Today we're looking at a very affordable power supply, Aerocool's new XPredator 750M semi-modular 750W PSU with 80 plus bronze efficiency. This unit currently comes in at a price of around $80 US, therefore we can't expect too much from it, but I certainly do expect decent quality and connectivity. Yes, I know it says gaming on the box, but no fear, that could just be extra marketing. That does not always mean it's a bad PSU. Thanks a lot to Aerocool for sending me this unit to review. So in the box we find the power supply unit itself, of course, modular black flat ribbon cables, the power cord, 4 black PSU screws, and last but not least, some safety reminders. We should see such more often. The Aerocool XPredator 750M is a single plus 12 volt rail PSU offering 62 amps, resulting in a continuous power output of 744 watts on that rail. The 750M is rated at 80 plus bronze efficiency, which of course for 2015 or even 2016 is nothing special really, but up to 85% efficiency on load, pretty good nonetheless. A supposedly silent 120mm fan takes care of cooling the internals, and what else would you expect? Active PFC is featured here as well. The input voltage ranges from 100 to 240 volts. Although this unit does not come with every fancy protection available in the market, it does feature OVP, UVP, OPP, SCP, and SIP protections. As for the outputs, 62 amps on the plus 12 volt rail, resulting in 744 watts, and 20 amps on the plus 3.3 and plus 5 volt rails respectively, resulting in 100 watts combined. When it comes down to the looks, the aesthetics of this unit, not bad really. Although there's not much that can be done on a PSU anyway. But this time around, design seems to matter after all, since we're apparently talking of a gaming power supply. Even though the 750M totally conforms with the ATX form factor, we're talking of a very compact one that measures just 140mm in length. On the rear, ventilation holes, the power input, as well as a power switch. As with many PSUs these days, modular kind of is the way to go now, but semi-modular seems to be the standard still, and I have no problem with that. No need to go fully modular in my opinion. Permanently attached to the unit are the 20 plus 4 pin, the 4 plus 4 pin EPS 12 volt cables, along with the cable offering a pair of 6 plus 2 pin PCIe connectors. The cables on the unit are nylon braided and feature decent lengths, however I would have liked seeing a bit longer ones. The modular cables are kept in black and feature the modern flat ribbon design. We get an interesting mix of peripheral cables, a mixture of SATA and Molex on a single cable, at least on 2 out of the 3. But altogether, this XPredator 750M is offering us one 20 plus 4 pin, one 4 plus 4 pin EPS 12 volt, 7 SATA, 4 Molex, a single floppy, and 4 6 plus 2 pin PCIe power connectors. Not bad at all. The length of these is okay. Personally, I think they're a bit on the shorter side, but for most PC builds, it's fine. But what matters in the end is what's inside the PSU. Therefore, I'm going to take it apart to determine the quality of the used components. Warning, opening up power supplies and touching any of the components inside can be extremely dangerous. A closer look at the platform tells us the OEM is HEC. I kinda expected to see CWT here, but HEC is good too. I'm glad this isn't an Anderson platform. Aerocool is proud of the use of that DC to DC VRM that should lead to better voltage regulation, thus a more stable and efficient power output. The fan Aerocool is using for this unit is the Dongquan Chen-Yu ZY120 2512SH 120mm fan. As for capacitors, we of course at a price point of $80 cannot expect a PSU with all Japanese components inside. For that price we have to be happy with TPO and Asia X caps from China, which certainly are not the best, but okay. I've also spotted some shunt capacitors. I've also ran some voltage stability tests to get a better idea on the rail performance, and the results are okay. Nothing out of the ordinary, but of course the use of a more affordable platform and components is clearly noticeable. The Aerocool XPredator 750M did actually manage to impress me. You know, I'm not a fan of these affordable PSUs, since I think you shouldn't be saving on the power supply, but for $80, not too bad either. Especially since there are units in the market costing about the same that, well, kinda suck if you wanna call it like that. The 750M does not come with all the bells and whistles, does not feature all the available protections, does not offer top-notch efficiency, but it's a fairly solid basic power supply. Even the quality basically the use of components is very acceptable too. We can't expect the best for $80. And yeah, there certainly are better deals out there if you pay $100 or more, but if you really have to save on the PSU and still want something solid, you can't go wrong all that much with this Aerocool 750M. The fan noise level is very acceptable, nothing special really. Some might say it's a bit on the noisier side, I still call it silent. The unit runs stable even with my overclocked test system at full load. For sure, I can recommend the Aerocool XPredator 750M 750W power supply. It of course goes without saying I can't give this unit my silver award due to the capacitors used, but my bronze award for sure. That additional award besides my recommendation is a good one nonetheless. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe and visit my website to see videos there earlier than on YouTube.